everyone, Cindy Squirrel. Whoa, is it hot out? Thinking, you're probably thinking this hat needs to be thrown in the garbage. It's one of those things. I've had this hat forever. Bought it the first year we moved up to Cochrane. I think that's like 16 years ago. God. And a hat, it fits me perfect. It's always on my head in the summertime. Always. Can't have the sun on my face. But if... oh my gosh. Too bad it says Corona, eh? Well, COVID. Oh well. This hat has seen me before I was a grandmother. Seen me turn 50. It's rode around on the tractor, cutting hay, rode around on the tractor, baling hay. It's fed a lot of cows. It's walked a lot of miles checking fence. Oh, if it could tell stories, oh gosh. There was the one time moose had went through the fence when the cows were across the road in the other pasture. And so when a moose goes through, there's no fence left. It's one strand of electric wire, but it's gone. Like, they drag it for miles. So I got a call from the ONR, which is Ontario Northland Rail, that the cattle were on the railway tracks. Oh gosh. I get out on the four-wheeler, and a neighbor said he flagged me down. He got them back in. That was fine. So I went back to check why. Because we had the electric fence in front of an old page wire fence. Now the old page wire, the posts were rotten, it was sagging, and there was no barbed wire on top. You need barbed wire on top for cattle because they'll put their heads over and they will push and push and push. And that's when you see all those fences that, yeah, that's because they didn't put barb on top. So I was working on the fence, and the cows were all content back in the field where they were supposed to. And then I seen number 4. Oh, she was a big red one. I seen her walk back to the page wire, and she started pushing. And I'm like, you little bitch. So, I don't know if this hat made me think I could fly or what, but I ran as fast as I could to that fence, about 5 feet beside the cow, thinking that if I got in front of her and stopped her, she wouldn't get out. And then if she got out, then that gets the rest of the cows excited, and then they all get out. And then I got like 65 head of cows all over the railway tracks again. So I'm running towards the page wire fence, and like I said, this hat made me think I had superpowers. I just jumped over the fence. Or at least I thought I could. Don't know what I was thinking. Definitely hadn't been drinking. Oh, I remember doing what it was called the high jump in school. And yeah, it wasn't successful, let's just say that. I did not clear the page wire fence. So one leg got caught down here, one leg got caught up here, and then a running body just boom. Good thing like I said, the posts were old, and it just broke off, and there I am all caught up in this fence. Oh, I wish I had the camera then so I could have taken pictures of what my legs look like. I had never seen so many bruises. But I picked myself up and put the hat back on my head and got in front of the cow and got her back in the field and got the fence put up, and it was fine. And then another time, before we got the big tractor, I had the little Ford. I think it was a 4500. Gosh, or maybe it was a 3500. I forget. Good little tractor. Did all the farm work here for a long time. No cab on it. So try sitting on it for 7 hours a day in the beating sun. This old hat kept the sun off my face. But we were in the back field, or I should say, like the hat and me were in the back field, and I was done for the day. And when you're cutting hay, this tractor only had one set of remotes, so you had to unhook the bucket to run the hay bine. So at the beginning of the day, you'd put the bucket up as high as it would go, and then you unplugged it. And then you plugged in the hay bine, and away I'd go. And there was a little path, I want to say maybe 15 feet wide, that you go through, and then all of a sudden there's the field, eh? Well, I would done work for the day and was coming up that path. Damn, if a bear didn't jump right out in front of me. Oh gosh, I've never so scared in all my life. It was just a young bear, a yearling, which is good because they're curious. They're not mean yet because they don't know mean yet. So he stood up on his hind legs. He was just staring at me. I could have spit at him, I was that close. And he was just standing there and he was looking at me. You know, never seen me before, so he was just curious. He said, okay, make some noise. So I got an old wrench out of the glove box and I'm banging on the fender and yelling at him, and not a care in the world. And I wish I hadn't heard the story the week before of the guy down the South Highway and a bear came at him on the tractor and wouldn't, like, it was coming at him, and he finally got the tractor turned around and he used his bucket and he had to kill the bear. It was either the bear or him. So here I am. My bucket don't work. My bucket's way up in the air, unplugged. So, needless to say, excuse the language, but I was shitting bricks. Never been so scared in all my life. But the bear, he just got down on all fours and just sauntered back in the bush. Oh my gosh. So, yeah, this hat's seen it all. This hat has been on my head before I was a grandmother. This hat has seen all of my grandchildren. She's watched them all play in the summertime. You think I'll ever throw this darn hat out? I don't know. Oh gosh. I'll have to put it up on a shelf and keep it.